Time for the top 4 matchup here in our pro singles bracket. This should be a great one as this is Mike Porterfield stepping up to the line here, going up against Bryan Bigham in what should be an intense matchup to see who gets that first ticket into the seat match.
So our first look at Mike so far today. We as well as the audience seem to peg him as the on-paper favorite to retain his title here.
And Bryan's going to try to stop him in that run, right? And then if he does get through this match, the winner of this match plays Jeff Summits in that seat match, as it looks like Jeremy Lee did get knocked down. Porterfield wanted to make it known that both him and Bryan are using the Mike Porterfield flights. So you know who Bryan's cheering for in this one.
Early lead now for Mike. Going first.
Bryan can at least close the distance on this turn. Try to make it interesting. They're showing some frustrations. He has not played well in the matches where he's jumped out in front. In fact, I think he's a man from playing in very rough last leg deciding positions, it seems. No one wants to have that lifestyle, but if that's the way your matches are going and you're winning them, good on you. I don't know if someone in chat remembered to keep score, but these are 2 more backwards hats individuals. Trust you guys. Keep those superlative stats going.
Oh, 4. Whew. 1, 2, 2.
A very solid performance there from Porterfield. Nice 15 dart hold a throw. But Bryan here just going to forget about that last leg and get himself settled into this one.
Pretty decent open there as he finds 720s.
Porterfield going to try to respond on the 19s. Porterfield did say he wasn't playing well lately when I talked to him before the tournament got started. I looked at him, I said, "You're not well. It's still better than most people's average."
I think you're not wrong, but I think it also comes across on Mike's face. The confidence just isn't where we see him sometimes.
Conversely, Bryan's face always just looks that mean on the dartboard.
You can't have a nickname like Bubba and not look mean.
Really is a nice guy, though.
Oh, super nice.
This is your shot. Doesn't take it. Stays down for the 3 in the bed. The great shot. Would have probably preferred that last start to take a look at that 20, though. Only matters if Bryan punches. That last trip does mean that Bryan has to hit at least a trip in a single before being able to go to those 19s.
Great answer.
Mike Porterfield coming off a great weekend at the Western New York Shootout over in Batavia. Maybe he was just lying to me.
Well, Ryan's saying that he's full of it. I think there's levels to it. I think I don't want to disrespect anybody that was there in competition, but I think when the gap between you and the rest of the field is so vast, when talking about Mike, I think that he can be off of his game and still win a lot of events.
Again, his B game is better than most A's.
Yep.
I absolutely understand where you're coming from there. Mike needs to find a 9 mark of his own here to get a shot at those 20s. He, again, opts the point for more conservative, point-heavy strategies anyway, so I wouldn't have expected to look on the last. But Ryan just hitting those 20s too good to leave him there if you do get yourself an opportunity.
Great answer.
That was an aggressive look on the last two.
I think for Bryan, he's going to play this a little more aggressive than normal. Because I think he's aware that Mike's average is higher than his. And the longer the game goes, the more likely Mike is to win. Mike, conversely, should know that his average is higher, and the longer the game goes, the more likely he is to win, so he should run the score up.
He keeps that's another third dart close.
That's perfect.
Off. No,
it's textbook way of playing this.
It's beautiful.
Granted, throwing 7s every time, you're going to be pretty successful. That said, I think he's placing the darts where they need to be.
And vice versa, Porterfield here throwing a 7.17 against the darts. I will say the only shot that has seemingly cost him is when he went trip 19, had the point lead, didn't shoot the 20 on the last. That one shot there has been the difference maker because he's never had a chance since. Other than opportunities where he should have hit 9s and he unfortunately only hit 5s or 7s. This is that opening though.
That's a little bit of an opening, honestly, with the way these two are playing right now. Only a 5 mark is a win for Mike, especially against the 20. And he has to throw 6 16s just to lose 4 points.
See, those are the darts where, again, it was a good stay because he hit it. But, man, I just wish it would be a look up there at some point.
Yeah, I said that he should play a more point-centric game, but at a certain point, you can't overcome that big of a deficit on the triple. I mean, gaining 12 points and you threw 2 more marks than your opponent, that's not that great. It only takes one big shot from Bryan to negate all of that.
Oh, that's a massive opening in this matchup there. Unfortunate deflection on the second led to a kind of lackluster third dart on the 16s.
Yeah, Mike should take advantage here. Now to look up. Great shot. Back to back.
Incredible from Porterfield. 8 rounds in, 7.38.
All right, Mike might be full of it.
Yeah, he might be full of it. Ryan, you were right. That wasn't one of my made-up facts here. That is what Mike Porterfield told me today. Maybe he still thought he was Nick DiChiria because we do swap names sometimes.
Take the 16. Oh,
He stayed.
he filled it up.
Porterfield's in those 16s really good, though.
Well, and I just like putting that pressure on your opponent to have to throw a triple and 3 bulls, or you throw 4 bulls and you win.
Well, does hit it on the last with a beautiful double.
Bit aggressive, really.
Compared to where he was playing earlier, I would absolutely agree with that. 20-point difference here.
Yeah, still a 3 dart out.
Double bull, trip 16 for Bubba to make this one apiece.
I'm not going to finish it. And honestly, hard to get into that double at this point.
Switch to the trip 16. Just leave it as a 3-3. You need a favor anyways from Porterfield.
Yep. Trip that 16, make him throw a hat trick. More than likely he does it, but you never know.
He agreed on the shot selection at the end there. Doesn't go. Porterfield should be able to drill this. Errant first dart is the only thing that adds question marks to this. Beautiful from Porterfield for a 2-0 advantage. And a 5.9 going first doesn't lose very often. And a 5.9 that was mostly a 6. So if I'm Bryan, I'm thinking, I'm just going to try to do that again. I'm going first in 01. I average around a 6 in 01. That's pretty good. Converted, for the record. 2 trebles around. Well, 12 on the start there. Not a bad end. Winner of this match, again, does play Jeff Summits in that seat match. Mike Porterfield's dropped 1 leg on the day. $43 there from Bubba. This is the opportunity. Reagan asking, has there been a 9-darter on stream yet? No, but we are waiting. We want one. We've gotten 8 out of 9 darts into one. On the tour. Not yet here. Bryan trying to be the first one out of finish here. Looking for around a ton.
Gotta find a triple now.
He knows it too. Porterfield chomping at the bit, looking at the floor, just waiting for that board to change over. This is for a big snipe here. You can get to the first finish after being 2-0 up. You're going to be feeling pretty good. Only 8 people left in this pro bracket. We're into our top 8 here. Bigham. London starts know how he felt about that one. Wondering where they were. Porterfield doesn't really pressure.
Great first start. So look at Tops to pull one back. He will still have to break the throw in the fourth. Yeah. Great two-dart finish there from Bryan. If it's anything like the first cricket, it's impossible to break Mike.
I think they're also both saying, how do we throw that good in cricket and gave both sub 30 averages in a 1?
Yeah, that's a tale of two tapes right there.
Porterfield off to the races early. Does start off with a 9, and Bryan giving him some love on that one. I always love when the opponents are interacting with each other a lot and giving nods, giving approvals or disapprovals of shots. Show me the full dichotomy.
Bryan knows he needs to respond. Minimum 7. Does manage 7.
But see, if you're Porterfield with your conservative point style of throw, you have the 20s, you're up 2-1. You get to just do whatever you want as he hits back-to-back 9s.
Also, don't miss.
Also, just don't miss. They have to be thinking, really, we've only hit... I think right now Porterfield's hit more triples in this game than he did in the entirety of the last one. Complete turnaround already for these guys.
Good third, but not enough. It's never going to be enough, truthfully. With Mike having the throw and not missing a dart. Nine.
Oh, we're on for 1 right now. Might not be a 9-darter, but you get a lot of points for hitting 9 at triples in a row. You can see Bryan saying, I'm not even mad.
No, when somebody does this against you, it's one of those things where you just have to congratulate them.
I'm just going right at the Bulls here.
Yeah, literally nothing that Bryan could have done to change the outcome of this leg.
He gives little points to the camera saying, sayonara. Double bull, single bull for a perfect cricket leg for Mike Porterfield. Oh, it's only semi-perfect now, Mike. 7.5. 9 mark, 9 mark, 9 mark hat trick. No notes. Good darts.